everyone, welcome back to A Peaceful Pursuit. My name is Michaela. I was hoping to have a thrift haul for you today, but the past 3 or 4 times that I've gone, I have not found anything. And I was almost tempted to buy one thing the last time I went, but then I was like, I don't love it. I'm trying to practice that self-control and just knowing that you don't need to buy something every time or buy something just to buy something. So there are a few things that I have been looking for and trying to be patient about, but I just haven't found them. So I thought instead I would talk about a couple of things that I've really been enjoying. And this first one is this, I think it's kind of supposed to be like a robe tie curling wand type thing. My curling iron broke and I only have a really teeny tiny one. It's like literally this big. I think it's 3/4 of an inch from my grandma, and it gives really tight curls and it takes a really long time to curl. And I didn't want to buy a new curling iron, even though I know you can get some decent ones for 30 or 40 bucks, because I think that's what my pink one was that I had used. My wand one was like a tapered wand, but I just didn't want to do it. So I found this little thing on Amazon for 12 bucks, and it's really silly. You put it over your head and wrap your hair around it, and then you sleep in it. And it's actually, I actually don't have any complaints with sleeping in it. Like, it's squishy enough that I sleep on my back, my side, my stomach, like I sleep all the ways, and it's totally fine. So I will have that linked below, because this is what I've been doing. Every other night or so I'll put it in before I go to bed, and then this is how my hair turns out, which looks pretty much exactly how it would look with my curling up wand, but then I'm not using heat, which is great. And then also, it's super easy. It takes like no time in the morning just to pull it out of my hair, and I have curly hair. So I've also noticed that I only wash my hair about once a week, sometimes even longer. I do still like get in the shower, but I don't always wash my hair. And my hair, I can go a pretty long time without washing it just because my hair has been so trained. But I'm noticing that it's even less greasy. Like when the week is up, I'm like, I could easily go a few more days because it's not really greasy at all. And I think it's because of the lack of putting heat on it. So if that's something that interests you, I will, like I said, have it linked below. I've really been enjoying it. A set of books that, full disclaimer, I did not buy myself. They were a Christmas gift from my brother, but I have wanted them for 2 years. Since I started staying home, I happened to find out about them. And I just finished the first one. It's a 3-volume set. I'm reading something else now, and then I'm going to dig back into the 2nd and 3rd volumes. But it is called the Summa Domestica. It is written by, I think it's pronounced Lila, because I've been listening to her on like various podcasts. Lila Marie Lawler. And it's supposed to be like a play on the Summa Theologica or something from St. Thomas Aquinas. I'm not Catholic, just Christian, but I have been like researching and just studying church history more, and there's just so much ancient wisdom to be found there. And so I feel like this is that, but for the home. So she's amazing. She raised 7 kids. She basically had to figure out how to be a homemaker, like from the ground up, all the way from scratch by herself. And so she's sharing everything she learned in here. So I finished the first one. The first one is called Home Culture, and I loved it. There were some things like, I don't know, some things I don't completely agree with, but overall it was so good and just very like practical, common sense stuff. So I really wanted to recommend it to you. The 2nd volume is Education. The 3rd is Housekeeping. So there's just so many nuggets of wisdom, and I feel like, I don't know, for those of us, I don't know, my mom worked full-time outside of the home, but also kept an immaculate home. So I feel like I learned, now that I have a toddler, I do have to let things go. Like my standards are different, but keeping a clean home and just like getting down to business of like, okay, I gotta hash out these chores today. That's not super hard for me. She talks about like the women that need encouragement to do more, and like they need to be encouraged that like you can keep up with more. But then she also talks about the women that do too much and don't know how to rest, which that is me. So I like that she addresses both, and I just think it's so practical for both. So whichever side of that spectrum that you fall on, it's so good. So I will have that link down below as well. Hopefully I will have a thrift haul for you soon because I have been looking, I've been patiently waiting for a few things that I'm looking for my home, just haven't found them yet. So that's just part of thrifting. That's how it goes. But I do hope that you enjoyed this little sit down chatty video and that you will check out these items down below.